Hey, hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, happy Wednesday. We've got something a little bit different today. This is going to be interesting. I haven't done this before. So, I think in the past, we've done stuff where we've had a random brief and we have to design to that brief. But today I thought we'd put myself under a bit of pressure. So we've got four quick short briefs, but each one has a constraint. So it might be a tool constraint, something I can and can't do, or I can only use this tool to do it. We're going to focus very much on logo marks rather than the sort of type side of things as well. And we're going to be doing it in Illustrator. Uh, and it's going to be interesting. I got no idea how this is going to go, but we'll see. So if we just kind of go through the briefs, I've just worked with ChatGPT and picked out some good ones that I think should be interesting. So these are all just randomly generated. So Oren, high-end luxury brand with a refined minimal aesthetic, fashion jewelry fragrance, or upscale interiors. But I can only use the rectangle tool for creation. So, I mean, I might have completely screwed myself here. I've got no idea. And it has to contain a hidden letter, but I'm not allowed to use the type tool. So rectangle tool only. And it has to fill premium. So I think that's probably, if it's got to have a hidden letter, there's going to be some sort of element of lettering in there that I'm going to have to do. And to make sure for this one there's no cheating, I'm going to customize my toolbar and I'm going to remove everything that is forbidden. So what have we got? Number two. Next, really, futuristic tech brand, innovation speed, next generation digital products, AI, gaming software, or hardware. Polygon tool only, three shapes only, futuristic feel. So that should be quite fun. We've got four to do, so we'll see what we end up with. Gridline, a technical brand built around precision systems and intelligent structure, ideal for software engineering, data, or digital infrastructure. Line tool only, equal stroke weight, which I like. Monoline style is my favorite style. Technical feel. So this could be quite interesting as well. And this could be quite a good, I mean, I think it's fun. It's a good challenge. But also it's really, really good because even though I'm artificially handicapping myself by removing all the tools that enable me to do stuff, it's going to force me to think. And I think that's a lost start these days, to be able to think and figure out workarounds and force ideas and creativity in a slightly different way. A way that may involve tears. Sorry, I'm gonna have a 5 second sob off camera and just come back. Vitor, a bold performance-driven sports brand built around movement, strength, and energy, ideal for activewear, training gear, fitness products. Shape builder only, built on a grid. So I think with this one, what I'm going to do is I will obviously use the line tool to set up a grid, but then once that's done, I've got to make the logo just using the shape builder tool. Which is quite a cool technique, actually, and it's actually a legit way to make some logos. There's some logos that I've seen people create that are really good conceptually, but if you actually had a grid system and you'd made it with this technique or cover, you just get, it's impossible to not get something that's technically precise. Hey, Lawrence, how's it going? The tool limitations are brutal. Thanks, Christopher. We'll see what happens. This is going to be great. Yeah, Andrew, you're going to enjoy this one. You'll be there with your popcorn. Come on, Ginger. Sweat. Is it possible to become a graphic designer and make a living in 26 without using any AI tools as well? That's a really good question. I think yes at the moment. I think the bigger question is where's it going to be in 5 years' time from now? You know, because I think there's a big difference between using AI like ChatGPT and something like using AI to generate stock assets versus using AI to generate full designs or full art or whatever. I'm not really interested in the third one. The ChatGPT I use a lot. I use it a lot. I bounce a lot of ideas off it. Like every time I get an idea, I'm like pros and cons. Give me a list. Go. Shall I do this? Shall I not? Uh, I don't always trust it because sometimes it can contradict itself. But it is like having a second brain. You have a supercomputer at your fingertips. So is that going to give you an advantage over other just people in life? Possibly. In terms of iterating and getting things done, and you know, oh man, I mean, there's so much I've learned from. You can become too reliant on it, but it's helped me so much with marketing in particular. A time limit as well. Oh my goodness, flipping savage, Andrea. I mean, we can do time limits. We can do time limit. And then yeah, the last one is yeah, in terms of creating images and visuals with AI, I'm sort of in the middle. I'm playing around with it. I'm curious. I like creating stock assets for like characters and things that I just otherwise wouldn't be able to get because there wouldn't be a stock asset for them. So I've used it in a lot of my photo manipulation stuff. But that being said, I like to do the work myself. I don't want AI to just kind of do the thing for me. I get no joy out of that. And uh, okay, we're just gonna do a quick poll. Okay, you can all decide my fate today. Hey Kyle, working on my framer portfolio. Finally figured out page effects and transitions. Nice. Framer's flipping brilliant, isn't it? I feel like it's like trying to figure it out when you first jump into it. Like anything, you're learning something new. It can be tricky, but actually, like once it clicks, it's so easy. Like I did a in my video recently 7 icon styles. There's a sponsored segment in that for Framer, and it shows you icon animation. So if you want to quickly animate icons on hover and stuff, check out the integration. It's about 4 or 5 minutes into the video, and it's surprisingly it's ridiculously easy. Can the recording of this session be made available? Yeah, this will be up on the channel afterwards. You can watch this at your leisure. ChatGPT let me down. I asked it how to make more money without doing anything at all, and its suggestions required me to do more than nothing. Components and variables are hella useful. Everything is revolved around them. Yes, they are. Right. Oh, you're all terrible. 69%. It's because of the mohaha, isn't it? Mohaha. Suffer, Ginger. Andrea definitely clicked yes. Come on, who else clicked yes? Be honest. Be honest. But thank you, Paul. That's very kind of you, sir. That's Andrea with all of her alt accounts. Just spamming yes. Any more? We'll do 30 seconds more just to see if anyone wants to take the pressure off me a little bit. Just not ruin my day. Come on. Let's get that 31% up. I'm not seeing any movement. No, it's not. It's not happening, is it? Thanks, Andrew. I'm against bromance, so I voted for the time limit. Thanks for the advice. I'm a little afraid that I will rely on AI for everything someday. I will learn to do everything myself first then. Oh, yeah, 100% don't rely on AI for everything. Because one day, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Someone might invent an AI-powered Terminator and then suddenly they bring in regulation and we can't use AI in the same way. Could happen. It'd be tricky to put the genie back in the box now that it's out, but if you are relying on AI, you're not going to be as useful as if you know the tools, know the subject of design, and know how to use AI and bring that into your process. In terms of design, knowing the tools, that is that's part of the battle. Obviously, my course pinned at the top of the chat if you do want to learn Illustrator or Photoshop. That's one part. AI is something that you can bring in that can maybe shortcut things or accelerate things or come up with ideas that you might not have thought of. But then, and this is probably the most crucial part, is you've actually got to be able to design things to a professional level. So you've got to know about, like, design principles, spacing, alignment, hierarchy, all this other stuff. Because AI, just AI can bang out some logos, but they're just not. They're not ideal. They're not vector. If they are, they're not always great. I would never be able to confidently take an AI logo, at least what I've seen so far, and then say, yep, that's something I could put my name to and hand that off to a client. I just could not bring myself to do it because there's too many things that aren't factored into like an AI design that for me just wouldn't meet that professional standard. I could take the idea, I could take it and go, and you've probably seen me do it live before, go, oh yeah, I love that, and I love that letter K, and I'll mix that in and maybe take this bit and ignore that bit and then do my own thing. But there's so many little nuances to design that it just doesn't factor in. Having a shit day just said yes for some entertainment. Sorry, Dad. That is a sorry, not sorry. Yeah, go on then, Kyle. Let's see what you did, and if you want me to critique it, I'd be more than happy to. I'm curious to see. Yeah, did you do your own completely own version, or did you piggyback off the one I started? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to see that. Yeah, chuck it in the Discord and we'll whip it up. Send it design review. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. I want to see. I want to see what you've done to it. Okay. Well, you've definitely. Hang on. Let me. How do I? I'll grab the black and white one, but there are coloured ones as well. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. You've definitely sort of gone for that comic book style. That's cool. Mm. Yeah. I There's something I like about it, and I think that is the sort of comic book style. I think I would probably refine the lettering in a few different ways. Not necessarily so it's super perfectly typographically precise, because I feel like this has like a bit more of a, I don't know, comic book handcrafted sort of feel. So you don't want to lose that by just making, standard typography. But I feel like some of it feels a bit random. I like the drop shadow style. Rounded corners or not? I don't know. Maybe just slightly lesser. Ha! That's an interesting design though. It's funny, isn't it? It's so different. Ah, that's so cool to see. It is all about you suffering instead of us. I would In fact, actually, I would probably try and find an existing comic book font or something that you could that is not necessarily comic book, but has similar character, similar sort of properties. You know, so a lot of these letters are very sort of square; they're not rounded or anything. And then you could customize the G and customize a few certain parts. And something else to consider as well is legibility at this sort of size. So I'm zooming out now, saying that, say that's top of a website header. Yeah, there could be some issues with legibility. Yeah, no. I love those colors. It's a really nice palette, the red, yellow, and blue. Okay, right. Time for suffering. All right, let's go and customize the toolbar. So now we're gonna do this. Just gonna drag all my tools off. Get rid. Hold shift and you can drag off entire groups actually. Yeah, there we go. So what am I doing? Rectangle tool. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. Yeah, be gone. Rotate tool. I mean, rotate tool and scale tool. Yeah, they're fine. They're not actually like creation tools. Width tool. Be gone. Be gone. Shape builder tool. No, we'll get rid of that because then I could pathfinder it anyway. So we'll the whole point is just strip out the tools. Eyedropper tool, that's not really a creation tool. Blend tool, we're not going to use a lot of these anyway, but we'll whip them off. Artboard tool, that's nothing to do with it. Hand tool, zoom tool, and we don't need the hand tool, do we? No. There we go. There's my new toolbar. I mean, it makes, if you're new to Illustrator, it makes learning it considerably easier. This is going to be interesting. Oh, that's all right, Carl. Right. Timer. 15 minutes is pretty brutal. But actually, yeah, 15. No, that'll probably work out actually. That's a calculator, Dan. That's the wrong thing. Timer. No sketching either. Straight in Illustrator. Right, 15 minutes on the clock. There we go. Let's. Okay, Oren. Right, high-end, luxury, refined, minimal, fashion jewelry, fragrance, refined, minimal. I'm thinking a serif of some sort. It needs to have a hidden letter. Well, that hidden letter's obviously got to be an A, hasn't it? Shit, I can't draw anything. Oh no, this is horrible. Okay, so we need an A. Suddenly I've forgotten what the letter A looks like. All right, I think I'm going to have a box. And we'll work with lines because I can draw boxes and use direct selection tool to manipulate them. And so maybe we pull those together. Let's grab this side. We'll thicken you up. Oh, I've forgotten which side is thicker on the letter A. I can't use my type tool. Okay. Oh no, I've got no line tool either. Oh, God. Okay. I'm just using the rectangle tool and cutting it to pieces. We're going to use the rectangle tool with white to block off the bottom and the top. So we can... Oh, that could be interesting. Maybe? I don't know. Right, let's lock that, actually. And we'll play around with... Oops. Oh, no. The panic. The panic setting in. Let's thin that down a bit. And we'll smudge it in. What could we do with some serif? Serif. What if I swap that around, round off the bottom part, and then delete that? Yeah, can't stop me now. There's always a way. Okay, let's... Oh, wait. Crap, I haven't got a scissor tool. I can't cut anything. Oh no. Whose idea was this? Oh, okay. And it's still got to look... It's got to look solid and professional at the end as well. That could work. Ah, there we go. Oh, this is so hard. I'm gonna have to just put rectangles everywhere. Oh yeah, I can rotate them actually. I forgot about that. And resize them. Yeah, there we go. We're trying to fudge a bunch of serifs. No letter references as well. This would be so much easier because usually you can, like, if you forget what a letter looks like all of a sudden, you can just reference it. It's not going to be even like that, is it? That's flipping diabolical. Are we going to do this? Something like that, and then I could round that off maybe. Ah, there we go. We can still use direct selection tool. I believe in you, Dan. Everyone's gonna know. I like the... Actually, no. Let's... Oh, no, I can't. I keep going to grab tools and they're not there. We'll rotate it. We'll round this top off. There we go. So we've got an arc. We're going to replace the crossbar on the A with this. I'm going to do something. Let's see if we can get it looking pretty nice there. The serifs are going to be quite tricky. Let's do... Yeah, this would be nicer. Let's connect it. Let's have it arching really high up. It's going to be quite... Oh, that looks flipping awesome. That looks elegant. This side looks a bit weird. What's wrong on this side? My brain has deleted the letter A from memory, so I've totally forgotten what the letter A looks like. Oh, thin might be quite nice, actually. On the letter A, capital, is the left side that's thicker or the right? for like a serif A. There's something about this bottom area that maybe it's... Oh, hang on. Let's bring these up. What about slab? Let's go slab serif might lend itself perfectly to my constraint, and I ain't got to muck around with these corners. Slab might be the savior here. And we could go even thinner. Maybe not that thin, actually. And let's switch these bottom feet for a stroke. What are we doing for time? 7 minutes. Right, that's halfway already. So let's plonk that in there. Scale it in. Just make it a bit easier to edit the size now. God, it's so hard without having a letter A to reference. It's amazing how reliant you become on things as well like that. What else could we do with this? It's definitely passable. You can definitely turn this into something. It's on the right. It's on the right side, is it? Is that I can't no, that feels weird. That feels really weird. Is it on the right side? I need verification. Andrea, help me out. Come on. Oh, the slab just doesn't look as premium. It looks so much nicer with these. Let's go small. What do you mean you have no idea? You have a computer? Come on, this is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I'm essentially phoning a friend here. I'm trying to yeah, I have no idea. Could you check? No. No, I couldn't possibly do that. Let's make these dinner. How am I going to do this bit as well? Actually, no, that's not too hard, because if I grab this, copy it, paste it, we'll expand it like this. I've then got this piece here. I can change the color to white, and I can cut that off like that. So it's not my favorite serif in the world, but I might be able to just scrape something together. Oh, it's so difficult. Oops. Yeah, we might have to do something like this. And then chuck in some more rectangles. This is like how I used to design with Illustrator back in the day. When I couldn't do something with the tool, I would just bodge it together. Oh, that's okay. I think I might need to lengthen this side slightly. Just so it feels balanced, but could be a flipping heck of a lot worse. Got some doubled up anchor points. Yeah. We still gotta get it looking polished. Da, 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 I can fix that after. How long? 3 minutes. 3 flipping minutes. Right. I don't think we're going to be able to get... Oh, God. Maybe we can. Panic! Panic mode engaged. Select that. Got to align it so it sits flush, and then I should be able to do this. Line that up there, and then I've just got to copy, paste in place, expand, flip it to white, bring it to front. Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. And then now, if I've got enough time, we can expand everything. We're gonna have to grab all the black. Right, we haven't got time to do that. We're gonna select it all, new document, paste it in. We're gonna go select, same. We're gonna go fill color, combine together, select, nothing because we've got all of that. Paste that in, subtract it. We've lost the feet, so we'll just make new ones really quickly. I'm just gonna throw a black rectangle in there. What has happened there? Nothing. That's good. We'll unite it all together, and my original idea was to stick it in a black box. So we're gonna do just that. Align it centrally to the bottom. Bring it in so the serifs touch the edge. Bring it down so it's not too tall. And we'll do like another, how long have I got on the clock? 26 seconds. Fantastic. We'll do another version with a, we'll do a stroked version as well. Oh, I think I actually quite like that. And we can line it up with the serifs. Oh. All right, there we go. Let's dump that back in the main document. Looks like a brand of pen. Yeah, I would agree with that. So, okay, firstly, what do you guys think? We'll just go over the brief again, and then we've got 2 versions here. I don't know which one I prefer, actually. High-end luxury brand, refined, minimal aesthetic, fashion jewelry fragrance, or upscale interiors. We ticked all the boxes. This could be Adobe's new logo. I feel like this could have been Adobe's logo if you went back like 20, 30 years. I could see this being like the older version. Back when a lot of companies like serif typefaces were more popular, going back in time. Should the thick and thin should be flipped? Should it? I don't know. Let's find out, because it's honestly, that was killing me. Let's go. Oh no! Hang on, I got a solution. There we go. Nothing to see here. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. Maybe there's a serif A somewhere where it is the other way. It doesn't really work if I flip it actually, because I think this part here I'd kind of want it to come a bit lower. I mean, it can work like that. I mean, I guess the other version is the other version that actually might look even better is just that on its own. Just a custom A. This is just a logo mark, by the way. We're not doing like logo types or any sort of supporting typography. I mean, it's quite vanilla, but I'd probably be tempted to go with that one on its own. I mean, that could have gone a lot worse. Yes, I would. I would flip the arch. I would, but it's all this version's all baked in here. So, and that would be too much cheating. But yeah. Well, actually, no. We'll see. We'll see if it makes a massive difference. Just out of curiosity. A few people are saying it. Let's flip it. So if we actually, it should be straightforward. If you ever get this weirdness happen where you delete points and it creates that, it's just because there's like a break in the geometry. So it just means we've just got to reconnect it up. As soon as you reconnect bits and pieces up, you see the break goes. Where is it? This thing here? Oh, you were so close, Dan. Yeah, actually, that does look a bit more correct. Yeah, that was one of the hardest bits, not having the shape builder tool to just trim bits off, having to like just hack it to pieces basically. Oh my goodness. So hard. Let's add a color so I can see what I'm doing. What is going on? Oh goodness. This is taking me back to when I first started learning Illustrator. Because when you start, you just don't know how to use the tools. So you find these strange workarounds to try and get the job done. It's like going back to that. Okay, so I'm just gonna make that white. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better. So then we can just Pathfinder that. Oh, nope. Sorry. Subtract it from this one. Yeah, there we go. Any geometry that needs cleaning up? It's not too bad. Unite it all together. Boop. This bit here, these little kinks are pretty easy to fix. We can just snap them in place. If it doesn't snap like this, which isn't ideal, just drag over both points, Command or Control, Alt or Option J, and then you can average them and it will snap them to exactly the same coordinates. Oh. That would be good, Frank. I would love to do that, but I don't have the width tool. And I don't have the pen tool either. I don't have the pen tool to delete points. Oh, I could do it. I could do it there actually. Hang on. Let's just we won't carry on too much of this because I want to get onto the other ones. But yeah, I guess what it could have done is selected that and then from the properties panel got rid of it. Pull that down. And then how are we going to do this? Adjust the curve. Yeah, so we get like a nice tapering off. Yes. Sometimes it's easier to delete those points. Oh yeah, that looks crap. So much easier with the width tool. Oh yuck! No, we'll get rid of that one. That'll do for now. Okay. On to the next one. But yeah, that's the fun of having these constraints. Right, polygon only. 3 shapes only, futuristic feel. Okay. So, rectangle tool, gone. Polygon tool, activated. Ay, ay, ay. In fact, what is the brief for this? Futuristic techie brand focused on innovation, speed, and next generation. Okay, innovation, speed, digital products, ideal for gaming. Oh, I got an idea. I mean, there's a few things. I don't really know what those ideas are, but 15 minutes, let's go. So something we could do is not that. There we go. Do this. I was thinking something like this is probably the easiest, laziest win. It's just to do something like that. Thicken it up. It's not especially interesting though. I mean, it could be tech. Could be honeycomb. I'd love a bit of honeycomb right now. So nice. Anyway, honeycomb aside, we could separate them, or we could take this and we could do something a bit more interesting with it. So we could grab it and we could rotate it around this point. Nope, let's not do that. Whoops! I should have seen that one coming. Maybe I got an idea. This won't look very techy actually, but we'll try it anyway. 360 divided by 6. That's a bit more pinwheel. Could we connect these up to create something? Yeah, whoops. Maybe? What if we delete that and we'll connect? Yeah, try and connect these two. Why is it not joining? It's not joining. That's weird. Obviously, my join function has just decided not to work. Okay, that's fine. Let's abandon that. Let's grab another hexagon. We could do something with overlapping them. Oh yeah, 3 shapes maximum as well. There's got to be something clever we could do. But I joined 5 seconds ago and I jumped. Oh dear, that's funny. We've done worse. We've done other things as well before. I see a chicken. We're here. Oh yeah. I'm getting the vibe of Minecraft chicken. Maybe we pivot the brief. Oh. Well, it's the same as the symbol for Buddhism. I think that's what it originally was. If you look up the Buddhism symbol, same thing. I like Minecraft chicken, but ideal for AI gaming software and hardware. How long have I got? Looks like 3D boxes. Yeah, we'll pivot to like a packing company. What can we do? Let's try. No, I've got an idea. Polygon tool. We don't have to just do this. Let's get more shapes. We'll grab a pentagon as well. We could. What about if we bring this in a bit, rotate it 360 divided by 5. Innovation speed. This isn't really speed, is it? Innovation speed. Maybe triangles then. What about? Oh crap! No, I'm like holding down. I don't have my square. No squares for me, but I can do a four-sided polygon, which is a square. So, ha. 3 maximum. What other tools have I got? Oh, hang on. Can I can use Pathfinder, can't I? So if I divide, is that gonna work? Yes. Could do something like that. Again, it's not really speed. Innovation, next generation digital products ideal for gaming. I've got no doubt. A Japanese symbols book. I'm sure there's loads in there I could probably learn. I love all that stuff. It's so interesting, like history and different countries and cultures. Can you try to shape a joystick inside a bigger polygon? That's a great idea. Joystick. Oh, hang on. Four-sided. Oh god, 8 minutes. This is awful. This is absolutely terrible. A joystick. I like your idea. I really like that. Oh, have I got my actions? Please say I've got my actions. No, I don't. Flipping great. Oh, it's only 3 shapes as well, isn't it? So I can't do a joystick. Unless we did something like this. Made it a square. And then rounded it off. What about if we did yeah. That's a really cool idea actually. I like that. Let's divide this as well. I'll ungroup these. No, I won't. I can't. Ah, no pen tool. Flipping heck. Okay, I'm just going to have to go back to trying to bodge this a little bit. Going under there. That's what I was trying to do. And then 3 shapes, isn't it? I can't add anchor points, can I? Oh, wait, hang on. What if I go path, add anchor points? Yes! That wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Let's we get rid of that. Bring that down. Five minutes. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Digital products, ideal for AI. See, I could do a controller, but it's gaming as well. Sorry, AI software and hardware. I mean, you could do... If we do a 6-sided shape, what happens if we round that off? Ah, we do get a circle. Right, okay. Only 3 shapes, though. It does make doing a controller somewhat hard, unless we... Oh, I've got an idea. What about if I do a 12-sided shape? And I could bring this down here, move these up. In fact, let's just do 1/2 really quickly. Because if I do 1/2, I can mirror it. There we go, bring you down. I'm trying to do a controller with just 3 shapes. So we'll just do half. And let's try and match the width there. So this is meant to be your top buttons. And oh no, I've got no reflect tool. That's fine though. We can just flip it around. No, that's a minecart. That's not what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if we can do something more controllery. Oh, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Fantastic. That is just great. Okay, how can I... What about if we pull that down? Bring that down. Oh! Oh! There's hope. There is hope. Maybe. Let's round you off. Round that off a little bit. Copy. Flip. It's a bit wide. I'm going to have to bring that in a bit. And that mucks up the angle here, doesn't it? So we've got to correct that. I'm feeling like surrounded by weird joysticks. Let's move that down. Let's do a version like this, it's a bit more sci-fi. Maybe we bring that in, round off the corners. And then we'll do another version that rounds that off. That rounds... What's that number? 30. We'll do 20. Oh, wow, a minute. That is just brilliant. Round that off. What value are you? That. $30. $30. Yeah, I can't round those corners off. That's 3 shapes. I mean, I'd probably, if it were part of a logo, I'd like angle it up or something. 3, 2, 1. A little bit more on the gaming side, I think. Yeah, sort of got something there. Hey, Raquel. Kerry. Yeah, nice one, Nightwolf. Thank you. You suggested joystick, and we were a little bit phallic there. It could have gone wrong. Could have gone very wrong. Again, that'd be twice in one stream, but we pivoted to controller. So, I mean, obviously this brief, it's limited context, but I think maybe gaming. Depends what the software and hardware is, but the fact it mentioned gaming. Maybe we got away with it with a controller. So something like that. I mean, the thing is as well, what's the brand called? Nexry. That's a terrible name. You let yourself down there, GPT. If we were to go Nexry, bold, you know, you could make it work. Group, center. Center, align, drop size, boost the tracking, center, space it properly, dush. You can easily turn it into something. So, like, we're focusing on the mark for this one rather than type, but you could see once you've got something, even if it's not fully realized, you could quickly turn it into something that is competent quite quickly. And then, you know, we could even go a step further than this, and we could do something custom. I'm obviously still limited by my tool set, but we'll go a 4-sided polygon, also known as a square. And then we'll just whack that in here, bring that in, and then we're just gonna line that up. And then you've got a slightly customized R if you wanted something like that. Or we could... Yeah, there's a bunch of things you could do, really. You know, we could have a break in the E. That'd be a pretty nice, easy one. Gives it like a slightly Space Invader-y vibe. I'm not sure if that's what they would want to do, but that sort of subtle customization I think you get away with. If you start like trying to integrate something really gaming oriented into the text as well, you get the mark and the type kind of fighting with each other. So if you're gonna do this type of logo and then you want to have text with it, keep what you do with the text, sort of make it feel subtle and like almost like intentional, as if it were part of that font. And you could like rotate it. Nah, let's leave that one. Let's not muck around with that anymore, but yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit weird on its own. The three shapes constraint was difficult, but you can see once you just whack a bit of text in there with it, it does contextualize it a bit more, even if it's not ideal. Or the other idea is we take this and we grab this one, have the more sort of angular controller, less obviously a controller. Like those harder edges could just make it feel like a little bit more technical. God. The letter Y can be flipped upside down and shaped like a joystick. I mean, yeah, you could do. Can't use text though. Oh, joystick, that's going back a few years. Oh. Right. We need a new artboard. We need like a finished board. This can be where the victors live. We'll put you over there. We'll put this over there as well. What was the first one? Oren. Yeah, you could add some text to this because this is so custom. You probably need to do all the letters properly to match this one. But if I were being really lazy, you know, we could just pick. Ooh, I don't know if I've got the font. I got this one. Yes, Recoleta. Totally different style, but we could try one where this is a bit smaller. It always feels a little bit odd when the logo mark is just a letter, because then it's like Aoran. That's why I did this one here, because if I grab this for a sec, I'll just show you. Even though it's still a letter, it has a bit more structure. So this will sit more, it will look more intentional as a logo mark. You see the difference? Whereas the top one, when you add the text, it's just like the doubling up of the A. And you notice it and it feels weird, whereas this is kind of almost like a symbol, an icon that represents it. So you could get away with using a different typeface here as well. Maybe we drop it down a weight. Bush. Hey, just join. What's the task objective? You're doing well, Dan. Thank you, Andrea. You're on fire. Thank you. I'm trying my best here. So today we're doing logos, but we've got very specific constraints. So the first one, rectangle tool only, had to have a hidden letter, premium fill. I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess that this isn't really hidden letter. That is just plain letter. This one would be a bit more. It's not obviously hidden, but it's hidden within a shape. So that would probably be like a better version. In fact, I know I can't use type, but let's throw the finished versions at the end with the type, because they have a bit more context then. So there we go. 1, we've got 2. Right, number 3. Well, I've forgotten what this even is now. A technical brand built around precision systems and intelligent structure. Software engineering, data, digital infrastructure. Line segment tool only, equal stroke weight, technical feel. Grid line. Ooh, I think I have an idea for this. I think I want to do an isometric G, but we're going to see how it goes. Set a timer for 15 minutes. All right. So first we need... Oh, wait, hang on, no. Pause the timer. And set my tools up, have I? So, you're out. Segmente, you are in. There we go. Play. Right. So first we're going to need to set up a grid. So let's do that. And actually, no. Oh, no, I can't use my polygon tool. Crap. Actually, hang on. No, could I create... I might be able to create a polygon a really cheeky way. Let's try some silly workaround to create a polygon tool. There's different ways that I can create an isometric grid, but this is the one I like. So I've created a square, and it now marks the central point. That's important because I need that. I didn't have it before. So now, if I make this thinner so I can see what I'm doing, I need to grab this, find a central point. This isn't going to work, is it? 360 divided by 6. Yeah. Yes. But I've got no shape builder tool. No. I need to trim off the ends. How am I going to do that? So there's my hexagon. Divide. No, that didn't work. Please divide. Nope. Still didn't work. Oh no, hang on. We'll just have to manually do this. Yes, you can't stop me. The only downside is that if this isn't a perfect hexagon and I cock this bit up, it means that it's going to muck up whatever I try and do next. And this entire design will be ruined. You see, it's trying to snap to a bunch of different things. So there we go. Join, 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 join. We've got a hexagon. Right. Now we've got to use the line tool to connect the different points. Like so. And, oh, let's lock that. Bring the weight down. We just duplicate this across. And then we're gonna, whoop. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Duplicate it down. Boom, isometric grid. We didn't have to use our polygon tool that I'm not allowed to use. That's where the advantage is, the technical knowledge of tools. Illustrator a lot of the time is like it just teaches you to problem solve because things go so they go wrong so many times when you're mucking around with logos and anchor points and trying to line things up, and you're sort of trying to get everything perfect and things go wrong and you have to figure stuff out. At least that's how it's always been with me. Oh crap, I pressed the wrong shortcut. No, I didn't. Let's group it together and lock it as a group. Actually, no. Let's just turn it into guides, Dan. That's going to be a lot easier. And I might be able to use this for the last logo as well. Where's my guides? Guides. Make guides. So now I can snap to this and turn the guides on and off like anything else. So, G. I kind of want my... I swear we did this the other day on stream. I'm pretty sure we tried doing a G for that thing. And let's thicken it up so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, so you can see snapping is super good. So, right. How are we going to do a G though? Oh, this is what we did before, wasn't it? And it went all weird. Let's start in the middle. Just try and see if we can get lines. So I'm just dragging with the line segment tool and then using this shortcut to deselect really quickly. Let's just try this. This is quite handy actually. I can use this tool to very quickly draw lines and it's just snapping to the grid. Done it too short, haven't I? And the perspective doesn't make any sense. How can we fix the perspective? Do we need to add... Ah. Do I need to add lines here to like force the perspective? And this needs to move over. So I've got enough room for the gap on the G. Everything is just like fragmented at the minute. Bring you in. Oh, have I moved? Oh, this is a cool trick. Watch this. If I move this one, I can now select all these other ones. In fact, I should be able to select them all. My guides should be locked. They're not. Guides, lock. Thank you. Should be able to move all of these in one go. Yeah, there you go. And then if I add one along there and do... Ah, hang on. No, that needs to go there. It's looking... The perspective's not right at the minute. Is it because this needs to go here? Oh, it's like trying to put my brain into 3D mode. Yeah, there needs to be like another line there. And you wouldn't see that one. Or Yes, I've set the timer. We've got 6 minutes. Oh, it's like frying my brain. I need some Play-Doh or something to model like a 3D G. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's messing with my head. Yeah, I think you're right. I feel like one of the angles is wrong. Like it needs to do something different, but I can't wrap my head around it. This bit's fine. This is just literally like a 3D rectangle. I don't know what I'm going for, Raquel. Extended that in. Oh, that's a bit more what I'm thinking, and I like the spacing. I've got about what 4 or 5 minutes, 4 minutes to screw up the. All is good apart from the top left corner. It's like folding a strip of paper. I need paper. Let's turn these off actually. Howdy. Uh. Or is it like a bit of an illusion? Because it's not really like a G. Let's connect some of these up actually. Maybe it is meant to just have a bit more of an illusion. Let's connect you up. Yeah, some of these just need connecting. And over here. Yep, connect you up. Or does it need another line? Reduce the line at the back. Let's move one up there.
Sorry.
Maybe we remove the actual 3D element. And is this going to work? Oh no, it won't. Because then it won't have the right sort of spacing. Or maybe we just put lines at every breakpoint. Andrea says hello, Poppy.
Hello.
I think the left column needs one more side. It's not like this, is it? It is like an impossible illusion or something. Oh my goodness, it's like hurting my poor little brain. And that, does that go across there? No. Oops, no, pencil. Naughty Dan. That's not allowed. It's not like that, is it? Oh, hang on. $20. Oh, maybe that. That's better. So you got this on the inside. This is all on the inside. That goes up, and then this runs behind it. And then that's probably the best I'm going to get. So what's it called? Gridline? Gridline. I mean, again, let's just grab a font. Yeah, there we go. Bold this one up. This is a cool font, actually. Again, we could go and customize this. So we will draw with the line there. Scale it. No, we won't. We will just extend it up and down a bit. Drag it over. Join these together so it forms a complete shape. Just make sure that it is touching. Oops. And then we could just do something like that. Yeah, we could just get rid of some of these. Usually reducing the number of anchor points can make things so much cleaner and then easier to work with. Zzz. Yeah, she is. she's hiding.
I'm here.
She's hiding over there.
I'll jump in the chat. Hold on.
Hey?
I'll jump in the chat.
Jump in the chat and cause chaos. Yeah, so we're not putting too much stock into the type today. But oh, it's not, hang on. I've used the wrong flipping name, haven't I? Oh, you donut, Dan. You flipping donut. Grid line. Bush. Grid line. So we got a stacked version, and then we got our side-by-side version. Probably needs a bit of rebalancing, actually. Yeah, loads of ways you could play that. Could do one line. Grid line.
What you did to Dan Puppy, he's all triple X today. What's that mean?
Say again?
Raquel was asking what I've done to you and saying that you're all triple X. What's that mean?
We accidentally sort of tripped and fell into swastika territory earlier.
Oh dear.
We were very quick to undo, as you might imagine.
Oh dear.
Then we nearly made a joystick, Willie. Which, I mean,
okay.
I think
that's
that
better.
well, I that's debatable.
Yes,
I think it was. I definitely think it was 90% joystick, so it wasn't. You know, I think we were still pretty safe. Put it this way, I've done worse. I've definitely done worse. We've done bigger oopsies on the channel before, but I think we're okay. I think we're good.
And use some panties and these for the logo.
Let's try and we'll try and do an isometric top actually, and just.
What's Kerry's asking if I liked his big building? Where's his big building?
Don't know. Kerry, where's your big building?
Not Discord. Hold on.
So we're just applying an isometric effect. For some reason. And this is cool because as we adjust the text,
I can't see a big building.
Get that isometric view. Have you seen that big building?
Where's your big building, Kerry? Kerry!
Kerry! I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. That's kind of cool. Maybe. Anyway. Yeah, that's probably my favourite one so far, actually. Where's me big old artboard? Let's chuck it up here.
When we filmed it, when we
Oh, yes.
What was the question?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, what was the question? I've forgotten.
Did you like my big building?
Oh, it was amazing.
We didn't go in it. But
No, we didn't go in it. We just saw giant Kerry letters on the side. We just saw it on the side, and it was just like, Kerry!
I was like, slow down, Dan, slow down. I need to film it.
It was like a very primal moment, wasn't it? I feel like we just needed to like cry out, Kerry! This is Sparta! Yeah, definitely. It felt like that in the moment. It was pretty epic, to be honest.
That's great.
This is Kerry! Okay, right. Anyway, Vitor, a bold, performance-driven sports brand built around movement, strength, and energy. Ideal for activewear, training gear, and fitness products. Vitor, shape builder only. Build on a grid. Sporty feel. I'm kind of tempted to use the isometric grid again. Oh, bold, performance-driven sports brand. We could. Okay, so I've got to build. Right, so I have to build it on a grid system. I feel like the V of Vitor could be like a giant check mark. The only problem is it means that if I'm going to do that and turn the V into a check mark, which would be really cool, the YTOR has to be done on the grid as well. So if I'm going to go lettering over symbol, I've got to do it on the grid. Oh, I might need a new playlist. Let's get some music. Ooh, yeah. Infected mushroom. Bit of that. Saeed. Not listened to this in a long time. Right. Wrong artboard, Dan. There we go. Still wrong artboard. I need my grid. There we go. This needs to be bigger, actually. So let's extend you. I've got to do this properly. I'm going to need more grid. I'll lock you. Move my grid down here. Do another one over here. Command or Control 5 to turn it into guides. Right. Oh, timer. Oh, we're going to have to knock a minute off. We've got to start a timer. 14 minutes. There you go. It's going well. It is, actually. I think it's going well, considering. Right, what do we got? Vital, vital, vital. Hang on. Pause the timer. Dan, you idiot. I've not sorted my toolbar out. In fact, hang on. No. We'll stop the timer and I'll go back because I got carried away then. I've mucked up loads of things. Right, so first of all, I need the shape builder tool. If I can find it. Let's put you in there. Very nice. It's amazing what you can do with such a limited palette. Right, and let's get rid of that. Okay. Right, 15 minutes. Right, let's just plonk this up here. Now, we're not going to lock this because we want to actually use this. I think I'm going to need a few of these, actually. Think of these as like ammunition that can be spent. Just in case I muck it up. So we'll select the whole grid now. So we need to do Vitor. Shift M for the shape builder tool. Now I can't really plan this out because I've got no other tools to plan it out with. We've got to try and not muck it up. Oh, wait. How am I going to do a V on a grid? We're going to have to do it like a really big V. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm very well. Yourself? Oh, this is going to be... Oh, man, this is going to be a headache. I'm trying to see the V. And ignore the rest of the grid. Oh, this is going to be hard. So it's VY, isn't it? I have a feeling this one's not going to go too well. And this is like, no, this idea won't work. How are we going to do this, Dan? Do we have to trim down the grid and block off a very specific area? So I'm trying to create a small gridded hexagon. Down there. Yeah, so let's get rid of the outsides. Yeah, the snapping's really tight now. I swear it never used to be this tight with isometric stuff, but it's doing really well. It's like trying to delete bits without deleting the bits I need. And then push you up. Okay, so we got a hexagon with an isometric grid. There's probably a lot of stray anchor points here that are going to be a pain in the ass, but so my idea is to it's going to be isometric again, similar to the last one, but I'm going to try and I don't even know if it's going to work. Divide this into 3 surfaces, and we'll do the V there, and then we would have the Y here, and then the T would be up here somewhere. Now this bit is the problem. V, Y, and then I need a T. No, let's not do that. We'll do the... Oh no, because it's an odd... It's not any odd number, it's an even number. So if I wanted to do the T, it's going to have to go there. So I'm going to have to customize the T. I mean, I do like this idea, actually. This could look really cool and a bit different. So let's get rid of the bits I don't need now. Actually, no. VY. We might need the hexagon around the edge to still give it some sort of frame or structure. Maybe. So we've got the V and the Y, and then the T is going to have to go down here. So I'm going to have to grab this chunk here, chuck it out. We're going to have to make this part of the T. But then I need to grab just that piece. So we'll get rid of everything else around it. Leaving just that segment. Now, we should be able to get rid of all of this stuff internally. Just making sure we don't get rid of any lines we need. And then I can now position the T so it actually sits central on this line. And then it does look a bit floaty. So we're just going to complete the hexagon again. We could do that and have a slightly offset T. Or let's what about that? Let's just see what this looks like with the thicker stroke weight. And we need to merge these two, don't we, at the top to make the T. We could select it all. We could shape builder the whole thing. Get rid of the strays in the middle. We could then have this as an outline. We'll go and do an offset path. Oh, I don't know. I think there's a cool idea there that just isn't quite fully realized. How long we got, actually? 3 minutes. My first time here. Hey, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy it. If not, I can only apologize. Oh, I wish we could make a tea out of that. Unless we just do an O instead. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a much better way to get rid of the middle bits. So instead of just the VYT, we've gone VYO, just so it represents the word Vitor. No. Let's drag this over here. And No, that looks weird. What about if we... What about if we just get rid of the T? And just... Oops. I need another line. Copy, paste. $50. Oof. Cool. I think this might have been the hardest one, actually. About if... What about if this goes behind? It's just... Oh, no. I think with that one, I just didn't really land on anything. I thought there was a cool idea with the VY. I think this might have been the closest to something. Because you sort of have like, there's an element of symmetry to it, which is kind of cool. Let's just try something. So we'll duplicate that down. We'll expand it, combine it, and flip it around. It's a bit not great. It's a bit crap. It's too abstract. It's not like fully realized. It's more like it's more like something, Racco. Yeah, that was a really difficult one actually, because I feel like that one, shape built and built on a grid. I feel like that one you had to pick an idea, pick a grid, whether it's just like squares, horizontal, vertical, isometric, whatever, or custom, and just run with it. And you had to just try and do it. And that was the challenge, was trying to create the lettering in an isometric grid. I could have gone another route, I suppose. What else could we have done? Maybe we could have worked on a smaller grid for a start. We could have gone like a slightly wider V. We could have gone something like this. V. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's probably even better actually. Could have gone something a bit different. So we could have gone down there, spread up here for the Y. Just go another Yeah. That's probably a better idea, actually. You got the V and the Y, and then you could. I don't know if it'll work or not. VY, and then I was going to try and tag in a T there as well, but that might be a bit much. But I quite like these. Then it sort of fills out that shape a bit more. So if I've got those shapes, I can then delete everything else. Let's just go through this. In fact, I'm just refining it now. Let's bring back the advanced tool set. Nope. Oh, just got rid of the whole tool set. Oops. Reset. There we go. Yeah. Right, lasso tool. Let's just go through there. Nope, not that. Fine. We will go through and do it manually. Dee. Build the V like you would a U, but add a pointy bottom to make it a V. Oh, yeah, the hard part is sticking within the constraints of the grid. This is the grid system that I chose, so I made my bed, I got to lie in it. I feel like I'm actually crap. That looks like the Etnies logo. Not quite. Used to wear these skate shoes when I was younger. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I think get away with it. It's almost got like a sort of military rank kind of look to it, mixed with Transformers. Actually, yeah, I quite like that. It's like the Vitor V and the Y. And what was the brief again? Sports brand built around movement, strength, and energy. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess you could say the arrow here. We've got movement, we've got direction, we've got energy. Totally all by accident. Yeah, I think that's a much better idea than this one. You like that last one? Yeah, it's a mixture of things. Military, it reminds me. It could be like a almost like the emblem on a car, almost. But yeah, a lot. I'm getting Transformer vibes as well. I think originally it was just going to be that, but then this sort of just completes it and makes it look less like some sort of rocket. And then what was it? Vitor. So if I were going to slap a font on there really quickly, what would be a tasty font? Let's have a little skimmy through, see if we can find something. Gutenberg. That's cool. Not really quite what I'm looking for, but cool nonetheless. Oh, what was that last one? Gotham. Gotham Black. I swear I've got other weights of Gotham. Yes. Ooh, I quite like that one actually. I like the way actually it is sort of connected a little bit. Tracking's at 0. Vitor. Oops. Yeah, what have we got? We've got italics as well. Or we could try and shear it. It distorts the lettering a little bit, but it kind of lines up vertically. Yeah, it's definitely got some synergy, I think, with between the type and the mark. It's definitely like a nice sort of pairing. Where? Oh, I've not got bold for some. Oh, there it is. It's down the bottom. Oh yeah, maybe dialing it back a pinch. And if we just tighten it up a little bit, just so the Y and the T are touching. I kind of want to make the Y and the T, sorry, V and the Y touching. I kind of want to make the Y and the T touch as well. Let's. Oh yeah, actually that's cool. We set it to optical kerning. Perfecto. Nice. Yeah, that feels cool. But that's a really useful trick, by the way. If I just show you an example when it comes to kerning. Where is it? Block plane, go metric, and what was the step in? Some sort of word. Wagyu. Is it this one? You see the kerning is slightly off between the letters. You get this with some fonts, and it's not ideal, but sometimes certain letters or pairs of letters, the kerning is just off. So the spacing between the W and the A is especially noticeable. And a lot of time the kerning is set to auto on metrics. This is using the numerical data that's in the font. So metrics is essentially like the mathematical data for the kerning that's built into the font. At least that's as far as I understand it. Whereas if you want to have it so that optically, which visually, when you see optical, think of visual, the kerning or the spacing between the different letters is correct, try selecting this, because then what it will do is it will make it look optically or visually correct, and ultimately that is what people see. So that is the thing that matters. And you can see there it's just closed up the spacing of the W quite a lot, actually. A little bit on the A and G, tiny bit between the G and the Y, and it just makes things look visually more correct. So if you're ever working with a font and your letter spacing looks inconsistent, you've typed it in the font and you're like, this is the font, this is what it does. Just a good starting point is to switch to optical. Now you can't click any of these values here. If you want to go and kern manually, which sometimes you need to do as well, you can't just rely on the software to just smash it for you 100% every time. Grab the type tool, click in between two letters, and then you can go and adjust the values. So you can see here, minus 51, minus 16, minus 15, minus 8. So that's because this is set to optical. So it's manually adjusted these values to all of those specific things. If I wanted to tighten this even more, I can then go in and just tighten it, and you see the value changes and the pair of letters get closer together. But if you do muck it up, you can just go back to optical. And that's usually a pretty good fix. Right. That wasn't the final design within 15 minutes. It was this crap over here, but so I don't even know. I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen designs, to be fair, that they might not communicate a lot. Like this design here, like, it doesn't necessarily communicate a lot, but you can definitely account for some of it. If it's not a great design from a conceptual point of view, you can definitely account for some of it by executing it technically well. So it's at least, I mean, is it sort of a V, maybe, or an L and a Y, but you don't really know. But because it's very technically well executed, it's sort of balanced in terms of symmetry. You've got this big pillar here, this big pillar here. It accounts for it for a little bit, you know. It's obviously just not a very well thought through concept. And if you've got a logo that's meant to appeal to a target audience and that's going to be stapled over everywhere, but plastered everywhere for your brand, and it's not a very well thought out concept, it's probably not going to resonate with your target audience, and therefore it's going to impact every aspect of your business. So that is kind of why logo design matters. It's like the one thing, the logo and the sort of branding and how you present is probably one of the most important aspects, I think, because it's the kind of thing that the logo, the colors, the type that gets seen everywhere, you know. But yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's like a lot of things. You could just pick this. Logo design isn't technically hard. Doing good logo design, good concepts, technically executing them well, that there's a lot that does go into that I think a lot of people don't necessarily see. But even if they don't see it, sometimes people will feel it. Does that make sense? So, like little things, even if someone doesn't notice the details or something, they might subconsciously pick up on it and know that something feels off, even if they can't tell you exactly why it feels off. And I think that's the mark of like really good design, is being able to make sure that those sorts of feelings of that looks a little bit odd in some way doesn't happen. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here, and my ability to speak is compromised. Yeah, so you can making logos that are technically uh pretty straightforward. It's not massively hard. You could do a triangle, you could invert it and just chuck it out, and suddenly that becomes a thing. This is like, yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it's not great logo design. I think if it fits the brief and everything, it can be. But so what else could we do? Oh, I'll show you a trick how to draw a heart as well. So start like this. You go around. You find the central point. You go a little bit to the right. Bring it up there, and it obviously looks awful, but that's fine. Select it. Go into mirror, and then what we can do is just pull these around and fine tune the shape of it. Bring it closer so it snaps. And then you can quite literally just fine tune your perfect heart like this. It depends entirely on the shape you want. If you want a pointy one or a little wider, a bit more bulgy, you can bring it down. Come out of the group. Expand. Get rid of the weird phantom border. Join everything up. And there we go. We've got a terrible logo. That is not suitable. So yeah, you can kind of throw in any old shapes. I love this type of video. Hi, Dansky. Hello. that's that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I think my brain is starting to short circuit now. Andrew's there laughing. Thanks, Andrea. Yeah, I think maybe that's a lot. Maybe that's taken a lot of mental energy, and my ability to speak is now compromised. I'm going to grab this one.
I mean, is it ever not compromised?
Shut up! Quiet over there. God, it was too easy. That was too bloody easy. I set myself up for that, didn't I?
You did.
Oh, handed it on a plate. Yeah, so these are the four sort of, I think probably the four finished concepts within the time we got. So obviously I've added type to all of these and done a little bit beyond the 15 minutes. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. It's not been too bad, considering the logo design process takes flipping hours, in many cases days. It's turned out all right. Can I do a poll with 4 things? Start a poll. Can I add an option? Add an option. What's your favorite? And you can't choose none because it's just it's just mean. So you have to pick one. Next 3. Or just type a big fat none in the chat. If they're all awful and you'd hate all of them, then just type none in capital letters. Oh, did you enjoy this? We can do more of these streams because they're very easy to plan in that they take virtually no planning. So they're very easy for me to do, and it's yeah. What did you enjoy the most out of this? Was it just sheer panic, or was it actually helpful, or was it seeing the thought process of how to get around those weird constraints? Yeah, you're right. It's definitely giving me Transformers vibes. I think that's probably my favorite, actually, the Vitor one. And the Vitor one is a really good showcase for why sometimes when you have a logo design like that, you know, where let's just say you come up with a sketch and you've got an idea and this bit here is meant to be the same width here. It's all intentionally meant to be the same width. You want the gaps to all be the same width. That's when you should use like a custom grid. So you can use like an isometric one. You can use a traditional horizontal, vertical, square boxes grid. You can create a completely custom grid system for that specific logo. You know, my Illustrator course pinned at the top of the chat. We dive into all this, different grid systems, how to design on them, all that. There we go. There's a nice little segue in there. We cover all that stuff. And if you work to a grid system like you saw for the creation part, it's impossible to muck up the spacing between the different elements because you just shape build a tool the grid system. So again, it comes down to like process. You know, if you have a certain result you need by adjusting the process and using the right tools and techniques, it makes it much more likely that you're going to get a better end result. Similar with this one used a grid system as well. And even if the concept isn't fully realized, all the spacing, all the widths are all super tight. You know, you try pen tooling that and it's gonna look awful because it's clearly designed to be this clean logo style, leaning into like the shape of a hexagon, and all the line work's going to be all over the place. I mean, crikey, I couldn't even pen tool that. Like, it would be awful without a grid system. I mean, yeah, we can do some more photo compositing stuff. I know a few people want to do double exposure in Photoshop. We can do that as well. Maybe another micro world. Auron is the most popular one at the minute. Oh, it's close. Oran and Vita grid line. Oh, it's pretty split actually. It's pretty split. Let me get my head out of the way. There we go. But Oran, yeah, might just take it. I used your font pops, Recoletta.
Oh, you stole my font.
You stole my font. I stole your font. No,
font.
no, no.
Yeah,
It's my font.
No, it's mine.
It is mine.
Mine.
Get in the kitchen. Make me some dinner. Please.
You can give me my font back.
Okay, take your font. Which one is the winner? Well, I think it's got to. I think it's Oran, isn't it? Just Vital's coming in close second.
Yeah, Raquel, it's mine. Woo!
Shut up. Oh dear. I'd love the double exposure one. Yeah, we can do that. I started mucking around with something actually. I've not done double exposure for a long time. Where did I put it? Have I lost it? Oh, Daniel, where have you put the double exposure? Hang on, I'll find it. Yeah, I started mucking around with a Resident Evil one. I think this was like probably a week or two ago. It's this sort of thing. Where effectively you expose two images at the same time, but you can combine them together to have them both sort of inside each other. I'll show you this. This is all just kind of rough, scrappy concept worked, but I'll show you anyway and you can see what you think. I feel like, Kerry, you showed a Star Wars poster that had sort of double exposure effect as well. So that's from Resident Evil Requiem, new game. This is one way that I do like using AI, is these images here. They look like they are the characters from the game, but they're not. So I took pictures of Grace from the video game and then ran that through Nano Banana Pro and then said, generate me a Grace, but make it look like a real photo. And after a bit of prompt diddly doodling, I managed to actually get it looking like a photo, which I thought was really cool, actually. The hair's a bit scraggly, so that would have to be redrawn, which does make it more complicated. But I was able to do the same for Leon as well and get these exact characters. And then put him in the street, kind of inside her neck, effectively. And this is just like, it's totally like, in terms of like polish, this is totally scraggly. You know, it's not even close to being finished. And I think with double exposure as well, the images that you've got definitely are important. So Grace here has got a lot of sort of darker areas, but this city with Leon is at nighttime. So it depends what color clothing she's wearing as well as to how well it blends. So this is the original photo, which is pretty nuts actually. But because it is like an AI generated image, it's the quality is only going to be so high. So, you know, there's just not enough image data to capture those hairs around the edge. But they would be easy to redraw. You know, she's got this sort of, what is that, like platinum blonde hair or whatever. So you could redraw those. Again, I cover that in my Photoshop course. I know some of you have done the hair drawing lessons and you've absolutely flipping smashed it. That's probably one of the best things to see, actually, is the transformation going from drawing hair before to after the lesson. It's a chunky lesson, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Obviously, it works, which is cool. Here's another one as well.
Gert wings!
Gert wings!
Wait, Raquel's having Gert wings?
I think Raquel's speaking on our behalf. Maybe she's commanding us to get Gert wings. We had Gert wings the other day. It was someone's 30th birthday, and a family had never had Gert wings before, and it was just like, this is unacceptable, guys. we're going to have to chicken you up.
Raquel's having goat wings.
How is Raquel having goat wings?
She in the UK?
What?
Oh my god, love it if Raquel.
How are you having goat wings? I sound offended. How is this possible?
$50 of goat wings. How? How much was our goat wings the other day?
Oh, it was a family goat wings.
Over 100.
It was a family goat. It was a 30th birthday. That's my case. That's the case I'm making, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, actually, I wonder if this could be quite cool. So the mountains here, we could put it in the back of her hoodie.
I'm commanding you to have goat wings.
I thought she was commanding. I could sense it. Well, if Raquel says we got to do it, it's not like we got a choice.
God.
I'm sorry, Liam. Yeah, there's loads of ways you could do this. Her hoodie, like I said a minute ago, is light, so you can make the hoodie dark. I wonder if we could invert it. No, that's awful. But you could adjust color and all sorts of bits and bobs. All sorts of bits and bobs. And that's going to basically just change it all up. So, just go one more. Oh yeah, we'll do Photoshop next. I feel like I need a project. So there we go. She's got a mountain coming out of her head. But yeah, it's really about getting two images that kind of work really nicely together. Are they a UK only thing? Yeah, I think so. They're more no, they are local to Bristol, aren't they? So it's Bristol and they have trucks that go to different locations a bit further away for the night. And but I think the guy who runs it, Gertie, or whatever his name is, he is either from America or I think he went to America and got the recipe. Oh my goodness! Wait,
Aww.
$50 super chat. Oh, you legend! It's you again. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna run out of thank yous. Oh.
Super on my 20th super on a live stream. Oh. Wow.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, and another one.
Filament design, $2. Have any plans to do any more with Affinity? I'm focusing on Adobe stuff for the rest of this year. I partner with Adobe. I use Adobe, and it's the software that I live and breathe it every day, and I can just my students use it, my people on my channel use it, and it's just the software that kind of enables me to do the best stuff I can do and help other people the most, if that makes sense. It's just so much easier because I know the software inside and out.
And there's some other great people teaching Affinity, so you can find that on YouTube.
Yeah, there's lots of people.
Doing it, isn't it?
There's lots of people teaching it. But Adobe's my jam.
Long time. Got to do 2 gongs.
2 gongs for 2 super chats from 2 absolute legends. Oh, I'm using the stylus. I'm going to break the damn thing. Hang on. We'll use...
Do you want a ruler?
Yeah. I was going to use a box then.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You have to show everyone your Peppa Pig pajamas.
No. You can't tell everyone that I'm wearing pajamas. It's a secret. Only true professionals wear pajamas to work. Right. There we go. That's one. Plastic doesn't really have the gonging effect. That's going to be the goal. Like, that is a life goal.
Big goal.
That is a life goal, to have like a place to stream with a room with a giant gong in it. Boom. Yes, that'd be amazing. Oh yeah, there'd have to be a warning. Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, guys, I really do appreciate that. That's just... That's Kurt Wings tonight, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. See you later. Right, we will do some Photoshop stuff next time. Full shizzle. We'll probably do another one later this week, actually. What's happening? Is there anything on Friday? I was stuck with something in Illustrator and I found the solution in one of your videos. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Honestly, if you're in the Discord and you get stuck at any point, just send me a message and I'll help you out. You sent me so many super chats. Like, you got to let me say thank you. So if you get stuck with something, I'm just send me a DM in the Discord and I will try and be as helpful as I can. All right. Cool. This was fun. This is good. I think that was a productive 2.5 hours. I'm happy with that. Boosh! Right, thank you so much, everyone. This was good. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you later this week.